Here we have the iliacus muscle, and then at number 2 we have the psoas major. Then we have the it's on the gluteus medius. There's a part called the tensor fasciae latae muscle. Is this slice over here? Next we have the iliotibial tract, number 4.
Let me see.
The iliotibial tract. The gluteus maximus, the gluteus medius, and under that is the gluteus minimus. Then we have the obturator internus muscle,
There.
which is right there. Next we have the sartorius muscle, which is this band over here.
Longest muscle in the body.
It's a very long muscle. It goes all the way down to your patella. Then we have the rectus femoris, which is this big. It's along your femur, the rectus femoris. Then we have the vastus medialis, and then under the rectus femoris, there's the vastus intermedius, vastus lateralis. So vastus medialis, vastus intermedius, vastus lateralis. 3 sections, all underneath the rectus femoris. Okay. The pectineus muscle is right along the pelvis. It's this little triangle over here. This is the pectineus muscle. Next we have under there is the abductor, the adductor. Sorry, give me a second. Oh, the adductor. I'm sorry. The adductor longus muscle. Underneath that is the adductor brevis. No, magnus.
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 Yes, Magnus. I confirm.
Yes. This is the magnus. Alright, so we have at number 18 is the pectineus,
Triangle.
the triangle, the adductor right below it, the adductor longus, and then immediately below that is the adductor magnus. And the magnus is a big muscle that's covered by the gracilis muscle on the side. This band that runs along the side. If you would take this off, you'd see the adductor magnus would run around the entire, the anterior and posterior view. I wish my phone would stop turning off. Okay. Next we have
Action.
Okay. This is at number 25. We have the long head of the bicep femoris. So where we had the rectus femoris on the front, this runs along the back. The bicep femoris. Okay.
I played it, yeah.
Alright. So bicep femoris, and then immediately next to that, we have a band that runs here, the semitendinous muscles. And along that, run the semimembranous muscle, which is over here, and over here, I'm not sure, but it runs right next to it.
Let me see the other one.
Right there.
Right there, and the other one? Where's the other one?
And there's one here,
okay.
but I'm pretty sure it's just, I'm not 100% sure on that one. Next is the tibialis anterior muscle, which is on the front section of the anterior view of the leg. This is the tibialis anterior. Right, runs along your tibia, please remember. Then right immediately next to that, we have the digitorum longus. Just make sure I'm getting the name right. Pause it for a second. So,
Okay, action.
so the anterior tibialis anterior muscle. Then we have the extensor digitorum longus, which runs into over here, which is the extensor digitorum brevis. So digitorum longus, digitorum brevis. Immediately next to that, we have the peroneus muscle. This is the peroneus longus. Underneath that, we have the peroneus brevis. So peroneus longus, peroneus brevis, right underneath it. Next, we have the soleus, which is right under the calf. So we have the soleus under here. It's it's its own. Here, see, it's its own muscle over here, and that's covered by the Gracinius. So let me get the pronunciation right. Gastrocnemius. This is the gastrocnemius on top.
Action potential.
Medial head of the gastrocnemius because it goes towards the middle of the body. Lateral head of the gastrocnemius. Pause it.
Ready.
Okay. If you run up the gastrocnemius, you have the plantaris muscle, which is right on top. And then if you go all the way down, so plantaris right there. And then if you run all the way down, we have the calcaneal tendon, which is the Achilles tendon, which runs through your calcaneus. Pause it.
Action.
Over here we have the digitorum longus muscle, which ran into the extensor digitorum brevis. Next to that we had the extensor digitorum hallucinus.
Okay, you're good.
Extensor hallucis brevis muscle. I'm sorry. So we have the digitorum brevis, and we have the extensor hallucis brevis. It's the extensor hallucis brevis. And under that we have the dorsal interosseous muscle, which is 56. 56, the dorsal interosseous muscle. Next, under that, by the toes, we have the dorsal aponeurosis muscle. And, sorry, I skipped this. This is the medial malleolus. Over here, it's the bone that sticks on the inside of your foot. Medial malleolus. On the outside, we have the lateral malleolus on the outside of the foot. And in the center, this band over here, we have the inferior extensor, the inferior extensor retinaculum.
Action.
So we said that band on the front of it was the inferior extensor retinaculum, and then on the back, 79 over here, the band, you follow the band over here, is the flexor retinaculum. So, perineal retinaculum. So the superior perineal retinaculum is on the other side. It's a band that goes around the entire ankle. So we have this retinaculum band that goes all the way around. On this side we have the superior peroneal retinaculum. We have the inferior extensor retinaculum, and then we have the flexor retinaculum over here.